Oh, hold up. Gotta turn the sound down again. Okay. Alright, let's see. Looks like we're live, but let's check. And the sound. Yes. I am now, in fact, live. Okay, it is Friday, June the 13th, 2025 at 5:14 p.m. Sorry I'm late. I was eating dinner just before this. So, yes, I eat dinner quite early. Anyway, all right, so real quick recap of what happened last week if you missed it. I was here for a very short period of time because I was coming down with an upper respiratory tract infection. That infection has now cleared, but I'm still dealing with the aftermath of that. Minor bit of head congestion, but it's much better now. So, hey, Daddy Dante, I'm doing much better, thank you. Good morning to you as well. It is 5:15 p.m. where I am, but I guess it must be morning where you are. So, been working on the Neon video, regardless of the fact that I was sick. And so I've actually got quite a bit of footage done with this place. I would guess I'm about 80% of the way there, and that's with something like 300 files. Something like that. I need to check it again just to be 100%. It might be 200. I can't remember. It was somewhere. It was either I was approaching 200 or 300. I can't remember. But I've recorded images of every single named person here within what's it called? Bayou Plaza, and anybody that was also over here in the what's this place called again? Ikuchi Market. I've also recorded the images of their stores, the interiors of their stores. I've done all of the quests from both of these areas as well, including one that I'd never seen before. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, yeah. So you must be in Central Europe, I think. Anyway. Okay, so I was going to show you today, just because I just uncovered it in the past couple days, a unmarked quest. It starts off unmarked and becomes a quest, but the unmarked portion is actually fairly long, and it's actually kind of entertaining. So I was going to show you all that stuff here. South Africa. Okay, yeah, sorry. I was thinking in terms of time zones, that range. Okay, so we start here in the Hotel Volai, here in Neon, or the Volai Hotel. Yeah, I think Hotel Volai would be better, but they call it Volai Hotel. Anyway, we've got Miguel Rivas here. So, actually, I'm going to turn up the sound slightly because I think I turned it down too far. Let me turn it back up to about 60, and I'll turn down. Well, music's already off. It's just there's those really loud advertisements they play outside. I wish I could turn those down. I'll turn the voice all the way up, and I'll turn that actually down to 50. Okay, we'll see if this works. All right, let's talk to Miguel Rivas.
Jeez, I don't know if I can do this. Maybe I should just go back to my room.
Let's see here. Sounds like you're having trouble with something.
You might say I'm having trouble enjoying the local customs. And what's the point of coming here if I'm gonna stay cooped up in my hotel? Believe it or not, I'm actually here for my bachelor party. My fiance wants me to be more adventurous. So I thought, what better place than Neon? But I thought the adventure would just happen by default. I didn't think I'd have to manufacture it on my own.
If you're in Neon for your bachelor party, where are your friends?
I've been asking my therapist the same question for years. But he hasn't given me an answer I like yet.
Man, what did your fiance say to you exactly?
Oh, it's just the offhand comment here and there. How I never take risks or don't like adventure. She hasn't said I'm boring, and I don't think I am. But looking at my past, I can't exactly prove that. This is my way of finding out.
Are you staying at the Volai Hotel? How do you like it?
I like that it's not a crate, and I haven't felt anything crawling on me when I sleep. So I feel like they do a good job keeping it clean.
This is definitely the nice hotel in Neon. Is there anything specific you want to try? I assume you chose Neon for a reason.
True. The city is known for Aurora, so I figured I should try that. But I talked with Dr. Manning about how it works, and now I'm skeptical. No, wait, not skeptical, terrified.
Let's see here. Aurora is fine in small doses, just be cautious.
But what do you consider small? is probably different for you than me. I don't have much tolerance in general. Oh, this is exactly what my fiance was talking about. I hesitate too much. But I also don't want to dive right in. I think I want to start with something less damaging to my central nervous system. Supposedly, Madame Sauvage sells a drink called Velocity that's almost like a drug. There's also some local swill people swear by called Blend over at Legrand's Liquors. What do you think?
Blend sounds like it'd be a good introduction.
Okay, then we'll go with Blend. I'm a bit worried what's in the mix. But that's exactly the kind of cowardice I'm trying to get over. I'll try that first. But not right away. I need to prepare myself for the ritual. But hey, next time you come back to Neon, do me a favor and check in on me. Make sure I'm not dead.
So yeah, I had actually basically missed that there was a quest that continued here because it's not in any way obvious. Again, you don't get anything marked. We can take a look at the quest log here. I got an activity here telling me to go talk to Borealis, who's the DJ over at the Astro Lounge. But I don't have anything new in terms of following him around or anything. Hey, Haley. But if we go ahead and head down Bayou Plaza here, and we head over to the Ikuchi Market, we're going to go to Legrand's Liquors, the place he was just talking about. I mean, he talked about Madame Sauvage's as well, but if we come right over here. So the funny thing is I almost missed this because I'd fully documented this area already, so I didn't really come back here for a long time. But I came back in here earlier today, and I found this here.
Blend.
That is Blend. Don't be afraid to go slow. With every sip, you'll be transported to a galaxy of flavors unique to Neon.
Oh, I don't know about this. Ooh. Is it supposed to smell like that?
I see. Well, not every palate is refined enough to appreciate Blend's unique mixture of liquors and sweeteners.
I don't think I could do this. Sorry.
So yeah, we can talk to him again.
Oh, oh. Unique mixture is right. I'm
Oh.
guessing there's a pinch of sugar and the rest is drink.
Hey Goodman, welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a good week.
Blend is the best.
Excuse me.
Come on. Secret's safe with me.
You barely touched it. You got to drink it down.
Do you work for Reliant Medical? Do you get paid by the number of hospitalizations? Just curious, because if I drink it down, that's where I'll end up.
I'm doing much better than last week. I was
Can you toss this?
just getting sick last week and finally got over it. I mean, really got over it by Wednesday. Again, I'm still dealing with the after effects with the coughing and all that, but so yeah, Blend is the drink he was just trying here. It actually has that secret ingredient. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty small. Excuse me. That secret ingredient is actually Aurora, the drug that is illegal to sell anywhere but the Astral Lounge. But somehow Yannick Legrand over there got his hands on some. That's another quest I need to record. But I haven't gotten around to that one just yet. I remember having done that before, but... Alright, so is that Miguel Rivas there? Yeah. He is actually currently heading to Madame Sauvage's. Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but it did mean that I couldn't record anything audio-wise. And along with that, it did kind of give me a little bit of fatigue, so I wasn't at my best. But I was still able to record a whole bunch of footage. And this video is moving forward on track. I think it's actually, well, so very slightly behind. I would have liked to have had all the footage done by now, but it's, oh yeah, sorry, wrong side of the place. Euphorica and Madame Sauvage are on opposite sides of the platform. I just don't always remember which side. I will know by the time I make the video. Because just like with New Atlantis, I'm going to have to plot a proper route through the city, picking up these quests in an organic manner.
Just looking out for you.
Hopefully I can properly mute it and not interrupt the stream or something like that. So when I need to clear my throat like that. All right.
I ain't gonna stand around here all day.
So if we come up here, oh, that guy's having some trouble. But there's Miguel again.
You try velocity
The
yet?
kick is coming.
Change your life.
Just you wait. It's called velocity for a
Yeah, I found. I can't remember how to pronounce this guy's name.
Oh, you're right.
Diosdado?
This is wild.
Kakoa? He's got some sort of Maori origin, I believe. Anyway, normally I found him sitting here in this chair, so I'm not sure what he's up to at the moment. But let me go ahead and he's going to ask for a red velocity, so I may as well just buy one right now. I have had some minor glitches with Madame Sauvage. We'll see if this works.
Your customer.
Okay, because it's a new conversation, I don't think that issue is there.
Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Good. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good. Ça c'est bon?
Completely understood. You won't have any trouble from me.
Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity in Epside. I like you already. So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick?
So yeah, just like Legrand invented blend, she invented velocity. And so we can say, what's velocity?
It's nothing less than heaven in a glass. As though the universe itself was resting her lips on yours. My own personal creation.
So yeah, I mean, it doesn't really tell you anything, but if we take a look at the
Of course,
menu here,
Of course. Anything for my special new customer.
we can take a look. She's got 5 varieties, I think it is. 6. So she's got these different varieties, and it says right there at the top, potent alcoholic beverage infused with bioengineered luminescent plankton. Have to assume these luminescent plankton are resistant to alcohol, because alcohol kills most living things. But if we go here, Velocity Red. I just bought all of them. I did not intend to. Oh well. I only needed one, but let's head back up here, and we'll talk to Miguel Rivas again.
Feeling so good right now. Unbelievably good. Hey, velocity is pretty great. Do you think you can do me a favor and grab me a red? I want to try every color in the set.
Got one right here.
You, sir, are a scholar and a gentleman. Thank you.
You ready to try Aurora now?
I think so. The march to war is upon us. The klaxons are sounding, the banners are waving, and we'll be storming the gates of the Astral Lounge any day now. But first, another velocity. We're gonna need to eradicate a few more brain cells before I'm convinced this is a good idea.
How do you like Velocity?
My friend wasn't kidding. It comes on you real fast. I was not expecting that rush. But this is a good warm-up act. If I'm not dead in 12 hours, I'll be ready for the main event.
All right.
I'll be seeing you.
So yeah, that guy's a fashion designer. I just realized that well, you'll see it soon enough, but keep an eye on the clothes that he's currently wearing right there. All right. Let's go ahead and get ready for him to get on to the next part of his bender. And again, this is entirely an unmarked quest at this point. This eventually leads into a marked quest. Am I going the right way? No. There we go. And it has a pretty funny last stage of it, I'll say that. Alright. Into the trade tower and the Astral Lounge. Property of Xenofresh Seafood. Alright. That music's the work of Borealis, the DJ up there, 19 years old. Okay. Here we go. There's Miguel.
velocity. Such a grab rush.
Unbelievably good. Oh, wow. I think I'm zoned. I actually did it.
Uh, congratulations, I think.
Thanks. I do believe congratulations are in order. Now I'm wondering what other unearthly delights I've missed out on.
There's nothing in this galaxy better than Aurora. It's peak neon. But you could change your look, my guy. Get a fresh cut, some fits, maybe some ink too.
Oh, a haircut and a tattoo is a great idea. I need something to mark my transformation.
New haircut's fine. You might regret the tattoo.
A more cautious man might agree. I used to be that man. Not anymore. I'm going to zone in and do a little dancing. He'll get the neurons firing. Then it's off to enhance for a full makeover.
So yeah, get a look at this guy because he's not going to look like this in the future.
Miguel 2.0.
All right. Let's go ahead and head back out here to the trade tower. Oh yeah, today, or not today, 2 days ago, yesterday, I don't know. I was thinking about what neon must be like on the interior, and it's got to be just disgusting in here. First of all, you can see the moisture on the floor. You can see the steam rising up through this grate right here. This is steam that's coming up from a seafood factory. This planet has an average temperature of 80.6 degrees. Again, we've got a high level of moisture, the smell of seafood. We got this industrial facility that's been around for over 100 years. So you've got the smell of people, 100 years, like 100 years of human body odor combined with fish. And again, nice, humid, warm air all around you. It's just got to be disgusting. All right, here we go.
Hey, I just gotta say, I'm loving this new look.
Today is the first day of a brand new life. Enjoy it.
I think I look pretty sharp.
There he is.
Hey, it's me, Miguel. What do you think of my new look?
I thought you were just getting a tattoo.
That was the plan, sure. But then I thought, why hold back, huh? Why not just go all the way?
Is that really you?
It's me, all right, in the flesh. Although technically, I've only been wearing this flesh for about 12 hours.
It's going to take some getting used to.
That's okay, as long as my Erica approves. That's all that matters. Best thing is, my fiance's coming over soon to pick me up in the lobby of my hotel. I can't wait to show her the new me.
He's got gold eyes now. He's got his gold suit on. Oh man. All right, so he'll come over here and he'll basically just stand here for a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and wait an hour. Let's see. All right. We got him here. Okay. I might have to leave the area. I'm not sure what it is that does it. Before I did both, I waited and I also went up the elevator. I think it probably is leaving. Let's see. Yep, there we go.
Aurora really is a poison. I made a terrible mistake.
Change in attitude, huh? Yeah, I probably should have done more to discourage you.
I don't blame you. I did this to myself. My fiance was not happy about the change. She wants to call off the wedding.
He looked like such a normal guy. He looks like... This is way off. Let me see if I can talk to her.
You would do that for me? Oh, you're such a good friend. She's over at Madame Savage's right now. I'm just praying there's a chance we can work things out.
So, you know, I'm still not entirely sure exactly how much of what we see. Oops, sorry. I meant to make that quest active. I don't know if that actually worked on it. Doesn't look like it did. Where was it? There we go. It still is not actually a quest yet. It's still an activity. But anyway, I'm still not entirely sure exactly how much we're supposed to take as being canonical from what you experience at Enhance. If it really is the case that for 500 credits you can like change literally everything about you. If so, that's crazy. And it would tell me that most people would probably look incredibly beautiful. At least that would be my assumption. Or what they view as being incredibly beautiful. Because again, if you can change literally anything about you, and 500 credits is not $500 in the real world. I'm not sure exactly what you would call it. Because again, drinks you get in Madame Savage's place are like 500 credits. So we're talking about a very small amount of money where you're literally able to change literally everything about you. I know, I used literally twice there. I apologize for that.
This is so unlike him.
You're Miguel's fiance?
Was his fiance. But the Miguel I knew doesn't exist. Stars. Maybe he never did.
How long have you known Miguel?
Honestly, all my life. We grew up together. That's why this whole thing is such a shock.
I'm here on behalf of Miguel.
Well, you can tell him the engagement is off. I can't marry a man who's so reckless.
Give him another chance. Wait, is there... Let's see. Yeah, these... So, I've discovered some weird stuff here with this, because I've done all these options. This one is good. This one is also good, but is in a weird way. Like, I feel like it kind of was a half-finished option right here. This one is the one where they end up completely split up. Couldn't he just change his face back?
That's not the point. He made a decision to change his entire face without even consulting me. We're supposed to be partners. The fact that he didn't even consider how I'd feel is what hurts more than anything.
All right, give him another chance. He only did this because he thought you wanted him to be more adventurous.
God, really? I know I make fun of him for being so predictable, but I didn't really mean it. I've dated plenty of men who lived for adventure, and I always end up waiting by the door for them to come home. I never felt that way with Miguel. Until today. But isn't this a sign I don't really know him?
You know that he loves you.
That's true. And if he really did this for me, then at least it means he's listening. He's still at the hotel, right? I'll go have a chat with him right now.
So the weird part about that third option, where basically it's like... I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's basically something where it's like, oh, I was the one who suggested he go do it, and then along with that, it's kind of followed up by you never really know anybody. Basically, she tells you that she's going to break up with him, and you're supposed to go deliver that news, but at the same time, she goes to meet with him, and then she reconciles, but you still have the objective to talk to him, to basically tell him that it's over. I don't know. It... Again, felt a little bit half-baked, that one option, but this works. The hotel announcement is way too loud.
It's all right. Your friend told me why you did it. But you have to know, I adore you just the way you are.
I know, but I thought maybe subconsciously you were getting tired of me being so predictable.
Miggy, I love you. And I would never throw away something special for the sake of something new. So please, if it's not too much to ask, can I have my boring, predictably bland fiance back?
You got it. Oh, hey! It's you! Oh, thanks for convincing Erica to come back to me. I don't think she would have reconsidered otherwise.
Yeah, this one, you tell him that you want recompense. He's like, I'll see if I can get you an invitation to the wedding, but I can't offer you one because I basically make bad decisions. So no big deal. I did what any friend would do.
And that's the most important lesson of all. It's not about what you do, but who you do it
He's
with.
even got those little gold studs in his ears.
Either way, I'm glad I met you. This trip would have gone a whole lot different had I run into anyone else. Thank you.
Funnily enough, it could have gone way different if you had run into me in a different kind of mood.
We'll work
But anyway, okay, so let's talk a little bit about Neon, because I've really been taking it in over the past week. And basically, it seems that nobody really wants to live here. That's the understanding I get. People tolerate it because it is a large market and they can make money here. But most of them hate the corruption and just find the city kind of unbearable. Sieghart, Dietrich Sieghart right here. This guy who runs this outfitter store right here. He is having to pay protection money to the security office because if he doesn't, they'll basically just tell the gangs to run amok through his store. Then we get the Strad Eklund showroom here. There's really not much to say about that. It's not even really a local business. But if we go here, the Emporium, getting harassed by local gangs. If we go to, let's see, back over here, Enhance seem to be fine with it. We go to the Volai Hotel. The only reason that she's able to hold this hotel is because she has blackmail information on Benjamin Bayou. If we go over here, Reliant Medical, the doctor in here has been basically fighting a crusade against Aurora because Aurora can end up being deadly. And because Benjamin Bayou, the man who runs the city, is heavily invested in Xenofresh, which produces Aurora, he's making it impossible for the Reliant Medical doctor here to actually get medical supplies. He's trying to run them off the platform. If we come over here to the Mining League, we've got a guy here. I can never remember his name because I think it's of African origin. Especially the last name it's like Seburo, I think is his first name. Yeah, Seburo Okadigbo. He's basically going bankrupt because he thought that he could set up a mining company on an ocean world and that people out here on the fringes would come to him for their supplies, and that didn't end up working out. If we go over here, the Freestar Rangers really don't even really do their jobs. They're here to effectively make sure that nothing crazy gets through customs, but they basically turn a blind eye to a whole bunch of contraband. Newells, these I think is my favorite couple on the platform here. We got James Newell and his wife Rosa, and they both used to work for Xenofresh and the fish packing plant. They currently have huge problems with Bayou because Bayou demands gifts effectively, and then along with that, he's got issues with Sieghart paying the security off because effectively any one of the merchants that pays off security, it'll eventually get to all of them. He's running a merchants guild effectively in order to try to fight back against the corruption, but is not having that much success. Legrand's Liquors, run by Yannick Legrand. We saw him earlier. He seems to be okay with his place. And then we get the Ryujin Apartments, which is only accessible via a single quest, I believe. And if we come over here to Neon Tactical, this guy's getting harassed by gangs constantly. He's a veteran of the Colony War. He lost his eye in a transport ship going down. He's got his bot over here, Styx, which I originally was thinking that it was going to be some sort of story about him having gotten this bot from his time in the service. But no, he actually had a guy that owed him a bunch of debt, and that guy was killed by a Aurora dealer, and so he ended up inheriting this thing because the court agreed that the debt would be paid off by whatever that guy owned, and that included Styx there. And again, Styx was just recently painted by a member of the Disciples. Trade Authority also seems fine here. But again, for the most of these people, they're either not doing well, or they're being constantly harassed by gangs and or the government. So, kind of a terrible situation here. If we go back out to Madame Savage's place, she's got some sort of... the way she owns her bar is that she got rid of some debt for somebody or something like that. I can't even remember exactly, but... So it's like everybody also potentially, I don't need your help. Thank you, Diggersman. Appreciate the warning. Now I'll give you 1,000 credits. Again, giving him 1,000 credits basically for having, helped me out here. And again, it takes 500 credits to change literally everything about you. So I don't know, again, I don't know if that's supposed to be the canonical way that Enhance actually works. My guess would be that the more services you buy, the more you pay. Okay, let's see, is this somebody? No, just looked like somebody for a minute. And I have to keep checking that because I found one random lady inside, And she had a name, and I talked to her, and she had this basic little story, but there was nothing else to her. But now I feel like I've got to actually examine every person. Sleep crates, basically, you get these little one-room apartments that people can rent. Frankie's grab and go here. This is Francesca Moore. Her husband Solomon is dead, shot by a gang member. So I mean, again, it's like every single one of these places has some horrible story associated with it. And then you got out here, you got people living in tents on the edge of the platform above the endless ocean of Voli Alpha. Now, I will definitely say that I don't understand the naming scheme of the planets here in the system. I mean, generally speaking, Voli Alpha makes some sense because we're talking about the premier planet of the system, so first planet Alpha. But then we go to the actual first planet of the system, and it's Voli Beta. But at the same time, we've got another planet with life on it, Voli Epsilon. So that would seem to me to be the one that makes more sense to be Voli Beta. But then at the same time, there's an asteroid that orbits Voli Beta. It's called Voli Delta. So if you're not familiar with the Greek alphabet, it's Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta. So, and then Epsilon after that, I believe. So why is this asteroid considered like a premier planet compared to Epsilon? I don't understand exactly. Again, why would Gamma, this little moon, be more prominent? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't really understand it. The only one that makes any sense to me is Voli Alpha. So, all right. Maybe there's some sort of explanation somewhere. I'll look into that. But for the moment, it just seems to be that they kind of randomly chose the names by just grabbing letters from the Greek alphabet in the same way that the temples are all named with letters of the Greek alphabet. Okay, I'm looking for the elevator. There we go. To go down to the underbelly. Okay. So yeah, we've got a fishing ship here. Then along with that, if we come over this way, is it? Yes. So, I believe it's the quick shop, yeah. Oops. I keep going to try to turn on my flashlight, but I don't have a Pip-Boy on, so there we go. This woman right here.
Nice to see a friendly face.
Her husband was murdered by the gangs. It's again, all these people are living this horrible existence where they're being preyed upon by the government and the gangs, and in some cases, the government basically controls one of the gangs. So, hey, Osborne and Bread 73. Hope you're having a good day, even if you have to be at work right now. Let's see here. All right, so again, what I was saying before about the conditions within Neon, that up there again is the grate that we were standing above in Bayou Plaza and Ikuchi Market. And again, this right here, all this steam is exhaust from the fish packing plant. That is running right up into Neon Core. Imagine living... What? Oh.
Don't be stupid. Stop now.
Oh.
Neon security. You're under arrest.
What'd I do? Was it pointing the gun? Wait, what? Oh. Stolen items. Oh. No. Okay. Oh, much better. Thank you. I am nearly back to full health. I'd say 99%. Got... Let me actually check real quick how many video files I've got here. Let's see. Because I was saying earlier, I couldn't remember if it was 200 or 300. Let's see. Neon. What do we got here? That's 53, plus the ones I've actually named and processed. It's another 267. So I have, let's see, 33 out of... Was it 53 before? So 320 video files. That will come down a little bit because I do have to... I've changed the way that I'll talk... 1 second. Let me just... Here we go. Yeah.
I thought for sure you had contraband. Guess not. I'll still have to take...
I was hoping to avoid being taken in. I do have Aurora on me, I think. No, this character actually doesn't not have currently any Aurora on them. I did have some Aurora on me earlier because I was trying something with Miguel Rivas where I was trying to basically see if I had the drugs he was looking into or drinks, the blend, the velocity. I even grabbed a, what is it called? I can't remember. It was a, 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 it was a I feel like I was talking about something before, but I can't remember what it was. I know the drinks. I'm looking for the drinks. Anyway, I tried to bring him all these different varieties, and he didn't end up using it. It was kind of a little bit disappointing, but because I thought it was maybe a way to bring him the stuff that he was considering trying while he was here on his bachelor party. But before that, I was being arrested, and I still don't know entirely why. But yeah, this character is actually not the one that currently has Aurora on them anyway, so I didn't really need to pay that extra bill. I was just hoping not have to go into Neon security. But yeah, okay, so the point here is it would be kind of horrible to live here. Again, constant heat, humidity, fish stench, probably body odor, humming neon lights around you 24/7, the constant blaring of all these announcement systems from all these places. Everyone's living under constant issues with gangs and, again, corrupt security operations and all that kind of stuff. So, but hopefully I will have all the footage together over the next day or two, because some of it I will have to actually go in and grab some footage out of things I've already filmed, because I want to be able to talk about everybody that's here within Neon, and some of that stuff is within the Ryujin quest line, which I've completely filmed, but I've not turned that into anything yet. But there are specific individuals who will only show up during those quests. I will also say that while exploring Neon for the purposes of this video, I've discovered that there are entire parts of Neon that I've never really looked into before. And it's not like there is even any quests there or anything, but there are shops here that I've never looked at before. So we've got employees here because I wanted to talk to all these people, and we got Jupiter Ellicott here, which is a really interesting name. But she's basically the secretary for the tower. And then along with that, we've got 3 shops in here. We've got Tranquility, which is run by Delilah over there. She's from a small farm. Doesn't really like Neon. She was not expecting it to be like this. Her family grew some of the tea that Tranquility uses, and she dreamed of coming to Neon, and now she's found that she doesn't really care for it. Arboron, which manufactures these stunning weapons. This guy here, a veteran of the Colony War. And then if we come over here, we've got the actual Ryujin store. And this is where they sell their neuromods. Now, I will 100% say that I have never used a neuromod in Starfield, other than the internal neuromod that you get within the Ryujin quest line. So yeah, they've got these neuroamp mods that neuroamps. I call them neuromods. They're neuroamps.
Welcome to the Ryujin Industries product store.
And so you can see here.
Ryujin Industries.
Let's just skip through this.
I'm sure we have plenty of good stuff.
So the question, what do you find going in depth on the no. I will say that it does not, generally speaking. So I will say that definitely there is something where if I am covering one game exclusively and every new piece of content that is being released is something that I have to consider is something that I need to be filming, that does take some of the joy out of it. So that is definitely a thing. But I will definitely say that getting into Neon as much as I have in the process of making this, and before that getting into New Atlantis and getting into Cydonia, it's given me a greater appreciation for the amount of work that went into making these cities what they are. I do definitely still have issues with them, and we can talk about that in a second, but let me take a look at the stuff they sell here. For some reason, they sell suits as well. But this is really what we're here looking for, is the NeuroBoost Mark 1, 2, 3, NeuroCom Mark 1, 2, and 3, and NeuroTac Mark 3. So you can see here, we got Intimidation Chance, Diplomacy Chance, and Instigation Chance. So yeah, interesting stuff here. And again, I've never even used these things before. And I didn't even know where they were sold until going through this, because it was something that had just never really come up. Like, I knew about the existence of neuroamps from having done the Ryujin quest line, but I'd never actually gone into looking to try to find them. And they're a fairly minor actual addition to the game in terms of how they affect the way you can interact with things. You can see them here on Aito Suzuki here on the side of his face. And he talks about the fact that he used to be a janitor here. In fact, he says that he worked basically like a dozen different jobs within Ryujin, failing in all of them, until you get the neuroamp mods. And they basically allowed him to focus and concentrate, and actually they're like top salesmen. So, really interesting. Let's see. Okay, so let me show you some of the other interesting stuff that I've discovered over the past week. Catherine Luzian, we just saw her. Like I said, her husband was killed. Okay, trade tower. We're going to go up to Core Kinetics. I have never really paid much attention to the manufacturers of the guns in Starfield until just recently. I knew of... man, what is it called? I say I knew of it, and then I forget the name. Laredo. Because basically any gun with a wooden handle on it is made by Laredo in Aquila City. But here we have Core Kinetics, and if you like the Mag Shear guns or the Mag Pulse guns, these guns right here are all manufactured by Core Kinetics. And they've actually got a little shooting range here in the back. And then a little corporate office up above. The funny thing is, all of them have the exact same executive model. Like, it's literally this woman in this suit within every office. We'll go find more of them here in just a second. We've got a safe here on the wall back there. And then along with that, they got a free chunk of nickel right here if you need it. So I'm going to go grab that. Again, not counted as stealing because for some reason it's unowned. But like, everything else here in the office is owned. But that one chunk of nickel is not. What about this? Ooh, the iron's free as well. I didn't notice that one before. All right. Let's go up to Stroud Eklund. Or we can find Isa Eklund, wife of Walter Stroud. And through this, doing this content, I learned that Stroud and Eklund used to be two different consumer goods manufacturing companies until they joined forces to produce starships. Let's see, okay. Here we go. And here's their executive. Like I said. The exact same one. Oh, okay. Have a good weekend, Goodman.
No time to chat.
Again, though, same exact model. Along with that, let's see. We've got a terminal around here somewhere. Right back here. All right, let's see. Do I have a... All right, we're going to... Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're going to pick our way into this real quick. What do I need for that? There we go. Yep, that'll do. And okay. Yeah, happy Father's Day out there to you, to those of you who are fathers, and happy Father's Day to all your fathers as well. Okay, so we got again. These are the exact same announcements as you'll find in every single office. Which now, if I'm a cynical man, I'll say that Bethesda just copied and pasted the same computer through every office. But if you really put on your thinking cap there, you go ahead and say that they all share the same outsourced HR company. Let's go ahead and head down to, is it KeltCorp? Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, ours is this weekend, this Sunday.
If you'll excuse me.
It's always interesting how different countries will have different days for that kind of stuff.
I don't know, but I gotta get out of here.
Let's see here. Right, this terminal. Terminal. Oh, this one's a shipping order status. I need to make sure I copy that one because there's another computer. I may already even have that one, but just don't remember it.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to tear
Yeah, in fact, I do have that one. Sorry, I was thinking about a different office. Let's see. Go to Jinnerdyne. Jinnerdyne has two of the exact same computer, if I remember correctly.
What are you looking at?
Weird. Well, I will say that that actually does not seem like it's actually that strange a thing when you consider that Mother's Day was founded in the United States, actually within Grafton, West Virginia. And I know that thanks to the video I did on Grafton, West Virginia. If we come here to this computer, I may not be able to get this one without cheating because people are going to see me.
Are you lost?
Again, same executive. We've got 3 offices now with the same exact executive. So it could be that they also share an executive. Along with sharing the outsourced HR team. If we come in here, we can close this window. The shutters, I mean. Close the door. Take a look here at this terminal. Nope, out of digipacks. I'm going to have to cheat anyway. There we go. Okay. And again, notifications. Security reminder, automated update failed, update available. Actually, no, this one's actually different. That's right. Sorry, these two computers are not the same. but the other one is the same as the other offices. If we come over here, all right, I'm just gonna, yeah. That other computer is actually related to the Crimson Fleet quest line, I believe. Here we go. Reminder: security training, quarterly updates, press inquiries. All right, let's go to Slayton Aerospace. No, not Slayton. Go to Xenofresh. All right, let's see here.
Hey, no funny stuff with that.
So this one, yeah. Oh, there we go. Same executive.
Looking for Aurora, you're in the wrong place.
What do we got here? Yes. Announcements. Reminder: security training, quarterly update, press inquiries. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's got to be a lot of work. Yeah, this... I don't know I don't remember if I've encountered Libby Grath before. And if not, it's kind of one of those things where you got this kind of one-off executive that it feels like should be a part of something else. She's the CFO of Xenofresh Foods. I don't know why... I don't remember ever having encountered her before. But anyway. Let's see. What else is there? Strat Eklund, Guild Corp. I think we've covered everything. All right, let's go back to the lobby. But yeah, like I said, we've got all these offices that have the exact same executive, that have the exact same HR program going on there. There's also 3 companions you can recruit throughout the city. One of them's found here within the Astro Lounge. The Astro Lounge is such a strange place because so much of it's like actually fairly nice, like clean and well kept and all that stuff. Like obviously there's a little bit of food left around that shouldn't be, but you go to the bathroom and it's like, what happened in here?
I think that last drink was stronger than I thought.
But right here, nope, sorry, he's gonna be there. He is, Mickey Caviar. They're all Gen 3 synths, yeah.
Say, kid, how'd you like to hitch your wagon to a celebrity star?
So yeah, you can recruit this
Right.
former TV chef, basically.
Caviar is in the market for a job, and you look like someone who could use a great ship's cook. What do you say?
I don't have room for a cook.
Bummer. Who knew cooking was such an unmarketable skill? Maybe I could help out somewhere else. I got plenty of other skills, and I'm not afraid to use them.
I'm not sure this is a good fit.
Ah, fine. Thanks for nothing, kid. Now scram. I need another drink. 5.
So yeah, you can hire him, but I think I'm currently flying the Starborn ship, which I don't believe even has a kitchen in it, so... Okay. Yeah, the other 2 are found at Euphorica and Madame Savage's place. I believe Euphorica is out here. Yeah, the Galbank branch here doesn't have a single employee in it, it's just ATMs. All right. And we'll take a look at the drink here, because I could not remember the name of their signature drink earlier.
Okay, let's settle this one.
Chimera.
Velocity?
That's what it is.
Chimera.
If you're planning on using Aurora, welcome. I can offer you.
Let's take a look at the drinks.
Chimera's nice.
And...
Velocity?
Okay, I guess I guess.
Of course, of course. If you desire.
I was hoping to just open up the menu. Okay, let's see.
By the third
What?
chimera, you're floating on frickin' clouds.
Fine.
A wise choice.
Just show me the menu.
Please let us know if you need anything else.
Here we go.
Drinks are permitted.
Okay. Okay, where are Chimera? There we go. Interesting looking drink. It's got 3 different specific gravities, so they basically form these 3 layers within the drink. I do wonder exactly what these are supposed to be, you know? Okay.
Like that anyway.
We came here, though, for... Where is she? Yes, Danny Garcia.
Excuse me, I don't suppose you're looking for a robotics expert, are you?
I have a vested interest in getting out of Neon.
No, I don't think so.
Fine. Whatever. I'll be here if you change your mind.
Yeah, she also does energy weapon systems and chemistry, if you didn't see that. And we got one more. Okay. We'll go around this way. I do like the appearance of Neon a lot. Especially, let me, real quick, we'll go take a look at the other potential crew member. Then I'm going to give you some interesting shots of Neon that you're not going to get without being on a PC, generally speaking, unless you got some sort of mod that gives you free camera. So let's go through the Ikuchi. I can't ever remember. I need to actually memorize the name of this part. Ikuchi Market. It's part of Neon Core. I remember the other ones easy. Bayou Plaza, Ebside, Underbelly, but Ikuchi Market is something that slips my mind. Okay, Madame Sauvage's place. Where we came earlier with Miguel Rivas. And here's our potential crew member, Sophia Grace.
Had a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of Neon. If you need some muscle on your crew, I might be your girl.
I gotta say, the voice to me does not match the face. But anyway. But yeah, you can see here she's good with stealth and lasers, so I'll tough it out on my own, thanks.
Oh, okay. That was quick. If you happen to change your mind, I'll be here.
And then this is the person I was talking about earlier, that we just find this one random person. I found her earlier in Neon Tactical. So she seems to just roam the city.
Hey, if you hear about any entry-level job openings, let me know. I've been trying to find an office job, but all of them require like 5 years of experience.
What skills do you have?
Well, I went to school for business, but it's not like I remember any of it. In my last interview, the recruiter asked me what I thought about Keynesian economics. I asked her, which planet is Keynesian on again? And she just looked at me and cringed. I don't blame her.
Where have you applied so far?
Keltcorp and Stroud, but I haven't heard back, and that's threatening to cut off the cred spigot.
Ryujin's hiring, if you heard the announcement.
That's exactly why I haven't applied there. Way too much competition.
Is there a job you prefer?
To be honest, I don't really know what I want. I just know that if I don't find something soon, my parents won't just disown me. They'll have me stripped for parts.
What brings you to Madame Sauvage's?
Trying to shake off the stink from my last interview. And Dominique always gives good advice.
Well, I didn't have that dialogue option before because, again, she was in Neon Tactical at the time, so.
Good luck out there.
All right. So, yeah, she also, Madame Sauvage also basically lets the Ebside Strikers, one of the gangs, hang out upstairs here. You can join them. It's an interesting little quest line. I still need to record it because I've done it before, but I don't have a recording of it yet. So that's one of the things within the last 20% that I need to cover. I've also got the posters of the Space Frog from outer space here because this character has done that within this version of reality. If you don't remember, that's within Cydonia. There's that little girl that basically tries to brighten people's days by putting up the Space Frog from outer space posters. But anyway, I was going to show you some interesting views of the platform here. So toggling free cam, and let's toggle the menus off. And first of all, I don't understand this, where you can see my arms. I don't understand why that's a thing. Like, and I had it suggested to me on the Starfield Collective subreddit, not subreddit, Discord. It's like, don't be in first person, and it won't be an issue. And it's like, okay, so if I go to the third person, go to free cam, it's like now I just see my entire body. So anyway, though, okay, let's get a better look at the overall platform here. Again, you don't normally get a view like this unless you have a PC where you can use console commands. It's actually a pretty interesting structure. We got the Ryujin Tower there on that end. We've got just these general structures out here, kind of industrial areas, warehouses, stuff like that. If you look up there, we've got the trade tower. Overhanging everything here, we have the conduction grid. This is, again, what is supposed to take the lightning bolts, basically dissipate it over the entire structure so that it's not too much charge in any one area, and then send it down into large capacitors that then put it into batteries. So that's how Neon is powered, thanks to the constant lightning storms taking place here. Now, if we come under the shroud here, you can see the area above the Neon core right there. You can see this whole industrial area here. And this is the lovely view from the Sky Suite, the home you can purchase here within Neon. In fact, I'll show you the interior of that just so you can see what we're dealing with here. And I'll turn the menus back on. Okay. This is Warehouse 4? Yeah. Okay. Now, I don't currently have enough money, so I'll have to cheat and give myself some. I don't have a problem doing that if I'm doing it specifically for the purposes of showing you something. But I don't typically cheat when I'm just trying to play the game for the purposes of playing the game. Alright, let's head down this way.
Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station.
Here we go. Passing the Bayou statue. Okay, one of my favorite things, real quick. We get the Bayou statue here, which first of all says on the back of it, dedicated by the grateful citizens of Neon. I do not believe that for a second. I don't know anybody here who really actually likes Benjamin Bayou. It's just they fear him. So. Alright. But again, you saw that statue of Benjamin Bayou. If we come over here to the bar. Oops. There we go. Ah, I keep trying to turn on the flashlight. There we go. There, the Astral Lounge Special Sangria. The bottle is made to look exactly like the statue. I thought that was pretty cool. So. Alright, let's, jeez. There we go. Cheat to give myself some cash. Oops. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, F. And I think you need 250,000 to buy it. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, that is one thing I would love to know more about myself as the grav drive. There's information on how they created the grav drive, but I don't think that there's actually a lot of very specific information on how it's technically supposed to work. I'll definitely look into that more, though. All of the lore related to the grav drive is really found in like a single location within the main quest, so it should at least be pretty easy to pin down what's in the game. So anyway, let's go ahead and buy the Sky Suite so you all can see the interior of that. We got Boone Morgan here.
You're new here, aren't you? Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on Neon.
Very friendly guy. He at the very least pretends to like Bayou, but at the same time, it's like he literally got his job from Bayou and works directly for Bayou. So I don't. And also, Bayou is here in the club, so I don't see there being any way that he's going to badmouth Bayou. I don't do Kim's.
Oh no. Drugs.
Plus, I think that they messed up there. I think he was supposed to say I don't do drugs, because otherwise, why is he putting drugs in quotes?
Exquisitely crafted, transcendent experience.
By the way, welcome to the stream, John Whittington.
Here, take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit expensive, but let's face it. Can you really put a price on it?
I would like to do more actual basic experimentation with the grav drive, because every time I think about it, I'm not playing the game, but I want to check and see like how much time is really supposed to be taking place in the game world when you're traveling through this stuff. Is it supposed to be effectively like instantaneous from one end to the other, or is there supposed to be like a travel time through some sort of warp dimension or something like that? Anyway, some details on purchasing a penthouse.
Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication you won't find anywhere else in the settled systems. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the Astral Lounge, all of its pleasures and pageantry are only an elevator away.
Thank you. I'm glad you like the videos. 235,000 credits.
Wonderful. Here's your key. The trade tower elevator will take you directly to your new home. And if there's anything I can provide to enhance the experience, let me know.
All right.
Come back soon.
Let's go ahead and check out the Sky Suite, as it's called, that we just purchased for 235,000 credits. Hard earned by me typing in player.add-item 0000000F, followed by 250,000. All right, here we go.
Better watch out. The mega
Sky Suite. All right. So we got the kitchen, which, by the way, they need to add more models of refrigerators because this thing's like a Yeti cooler. Like, these things are made out of plastic, and you can tell that this is kind of something that's like intended for use in like brand new colonies where they're shipping in something that's incredibly light. But you would not have this in like a luxury setting, I wouldn't think. Anyway, we got the sink, got an oven, what's this called? Stovetop, I guess would be the way to put it. One of these is probably the dishwasher, I would assume. All right, we got a bathroom. And this is the living room / bedroom. So again, this is the Sky Suite. It's basically a studio apartment with a view. Let's take a look at the view. It's a view of the industrial area of Neon. He talks about watching the sunrise and sunset. It's like, first of all, it's raining constantly on Neon, so you're not really going to see a sunrise or sunset regardless, not in any real way. But along with that, the entirety of your view is either like giant wires, in the industrial area, or the conduction grid. So, hell of a view, right? But again, I guess the one thing you can say for it is that it's quite exclusive. This is the only apartment, it seems, in this this part of the trade tower. Now, there's also Bayou's penthouse, but I don't think I've ever actually been into that, and I don't know how you get into it. One would assume that you can get in there via this elevator, but doesn't seem possible. I did just see another door. Let's go take a look at that. I know that there's an elevator that runs to it from Ginnerdyne Industrial's actual location, like under the city. Let's see, is this going to be it? Okay, yeah, there we go. I wonder how you can unlock that. I actually don't know. I don't remember ever actually being in Benjamin Bayou's penthouse. Maybe there's a quest that I've missed that allows you to get up in there, but again, I don't know what that would be. So, yeah, no, I was talking about that earlier. This place would be absolutely disgusting. I don't know how many of you have been on old naval ships. I visited both the Lexington, the aircraft carrier down in Corpus Christi, Texas, and then along with that the USS Texas, which is a World War I era battleship, the only one of its kind still in existence. It's a museum ship near the Battle of San Jacinto, that battlefield, I mean. They have a very unique smell to them, this scent of decades of human body odor, and that that you can never really get off with a proper cleaning. And my guess is that's probably what this smells like too. I got the same scent off of like an army base that I visited when I was in the Boy Scouts, where it's like there's just something about like military structures or vessels where they get this kind of scent to them, and my bet is that this has that same kind of scent to it. That combined with fish, and again a constant high level of humidity to where you can see the moisture streaking the stones here. Like that. And then along with that, again, it's 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Celsius. So. Alright, well, I think I'm going to close things out here. Again, still working on the Neon video. I hope to have the shooting done this weekend. We'll see. I'm getting pretty close. Steal the key from... Let's check into that. We'll look into that real quick, and then we will... Then I'll close things out. Because if I can actually do that, I want to see that. And I know exactly where Benjamin Bayou is right now. And what is my skill with pickpocketing? I don't think it's great. Is it... I think I have the skill, but I don't know how much I've actually put into it. Isn't it... Is it within stealth? I don't think it's within stealth. Oops. Not that. Well, thank you. Let's see here. I thought it was one of these, but... Is that it? Concealment? No. Is it? Oh, yeah, here we go. Theft. Rank 1 of 4, and you can see that I have successfully pickpocketed 0 times. But we will try. If I can do that, we can see what the interior of Benjamin Bayou's penthouse is like. If I can't, we'll just end it. So, yeah. It's got to be disgusting in this place. All right. That's something that I think about a lot when I'm playing a game, is what would this place smell like? what this place, like what would the sounds... The sound is generally covered, but like the smell and just the feel to the place is something I'd like to know about. Here we go. Benjamin Bayou. Let's go ahead and save. Detected. Oh, detected. All right. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead and run into that elevator. Wait, what? Yeah, no, I can just go this way. But rather than going down the elevator, we're going to head out towards Borealis. There's Borealis. Again, the DJ that runs this place. I don't know what her accent is. It feels like something Scandinavian, but I'm not well versed enough with them to know. And she's a little busy right now, so I'll leave her. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's check out the interior of Benjamin Bayou's penthouse. It's going to be interesting if there's some sort of scripted event where he has noticed that you've taken his key. Oh, wow. Well, this is already quite nice. Man, oh man. What? That's an interesting piece of art. Little powder room there. Bedroom. Oh, this is his office here. Do we have a working computer? No. No slates. The price of destiny. Oh, I'm apparently trespassing. Yeah, well, that makes sense. What do we have in here? A few credits and a digipick. The price of destiny. Okay, so it's just a book. Oh, but it allows us to find the Arch of St. Louis. Does he have an actual bathroom or just the powder room? See, that's the kind of stuff that's a bit minorly frustrating about Starfield, is that they didn't really seem to think about some things occasionally. Like, for example, you have the richest man in the city, the man who effectively owns the city, but he's going to have to go take a public shower somewhere because his bathroom doesn't have one. But yeah, this is a nice place. Can we control those shutters up there in any way? Is there... No, I don't see a button. That's too bad. But yeah, not bad. Wait, can we sleep here? No. Okay. Yeah, neon probably does smell a lot like salt chemicals, rotting fish, and wet socks. Yeah, I would go ahead and say that's probably appropriate. All right, let's see. Real quick, last thing we'll do, we'll go to the St. Louis Arch because I haven't been there yet. Let's see here. Neither in real life nor in game have I been to the St. Louis Arch. Let's see here. Go to Earth. There's Sol. And Mars. There we go. Because of the way they look, I always forget what they're supposed to look like. Okay. And unfortunately, we don't have the ability to wait just while standing around like you used to in old Bethesda games. If we did, I would wait until sunrise, but there we have it. St. Louis Arch. The gateway to the west. Interesting structure. Well, he had a bed in there, but he did not have a shower, which is, again, got to think about these things. All right, well, I'm going to close things out here. I hopefully, again, have the footage recorded for the Neon video by the end of the weekend, which means I can work on the script basically over the weekend and through the first half of next week. Hopefully, I know it's not going to happen by next Friday, but I'm going to say hopefully by next Friday. I'll at least be getting close to having a the video ready to go. The amount of footage that I've already recorded tells me that it's definitely not going to be assembled by then, just because, again, I've already got over 300 video files, and I still have not... I've just started the script. It's not anywhere where it's like in any serious length at all yet. I have started it though, but again, it's going to be a lot more work. So thanks for coming, y'all. It's been great to hang out with y'all. I hope you all have a good weekend. Again, happy Father's Day to those of you who are fathers, and those of you who can, who still have your fathers around. Make sure to go tell them Happy Father's Day, and I will see you all next Friday. Again, hopefully, at the very least, much closer to being ready to release the Neon video. So, have a good weekend, y'all.